What's going on, guys? It's Jesse at the Humble Care Auto Spa, and today we've got a really exciting vehicle. This is the C4 Corvette ZR1. What an interesting car. They did not make a lot of these back in the day. So all the modern ZR1s that are coming out, C4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all those ZR1s, this was the first one. And so Chevrolet went out to compete against cars like 911 and Ferrari, and they wanted a vehicle that could really slay. So this ZR1 is truly a special vehicle. Our client is a collector of vehicles, and so this particular car has barely 5,000 miles on it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. But over time, you can see the finish has diminished a little bit. So our client is bringing us his special ZR1 for a full two-step paint correction and a ceramic coating to seal in that paint from wear and tear. On top of the steps that we're going to do to chemically protect it and restore the finish prior to laying any type of sealants, our client also wanted some paint protection film up front. So I'm going to walk you through how we do paint protection film and paint correction, and finally a ceramic coating over the entire vehicle to seal in this collector grade car. All of our work starts with a really great prep. When we're doing our washes, we're going to be using a 3-bucket method. That's 2 buckets of paint, 1 for wheels. This is the safest way to wash your vehicle without scratching the paint. As we wash the vehicle, we're inspecting the paint, making sure that we're not seeing any kind of weird things. But what's really important is that we have to be able to remove the contaminants that aren't immediately visible by the naked eye. The wheels and tires of this vehicle are the dirtiest area of the entire thing, and you don't want any of your tools that are used for wheels and tires to touch the paint, because in doing so, you risk scratching that delicate finish. And we don't want to be chasing our tails here, right? We don't want to be installing new scratches for us to only come back later and buff them out. That's a waste of time, and it's not good for paint. So what is paint correction? Paint correction is where we take a polisher, like one of these here, and we polish out things like swirl marks, scratches, oxidation, water spots, those types of things out of your paint. This right here cleans the paint on a deep level, and it gets the paint primed for any type of protection, whether that's ceramic coatings or paint protection film. So let's start with the tool itself, right? This is a dual action polisher, which effectively means that not only does it spin in a circle, but it actually rotates like this, right? So it rotates in a circle like this in an orbit, and then it also spins. When we're doing paint correction, this is the tool that we use to do things like doors, any kind of large panel, right? So that's kind of the bread and butter right here. The 3-inch polisher is one of my favorite tools because it can get deeper into the nooks and crannies of the curves of the car. Because of its small size, it's able to really spin well and cut effectively and get to the areas that we needed to cut. Finally, we've got the scalpel. This is the Rupes Bigfoot Hybrid. This is a 1-inch pad. This right here, you bust out to get into really deep intricacies. With this particular tool, we use it on occasion sparingly because it is very aggressive and very, very powerful. As we lay the film, this is really important. We're gonna squeegee in little sections here, right? The solution that you're seeing, the liquid, is actually a soapy water solution that allows us to manipulate the paint protection film without the adhesives sticking to the paint. What's really cool about PPF installs is that with UltraFit's paint protection film, as you squeegee it, the pressure of your squeegee is actually what activates the adhesive. Despite us going and doing a very thorough prep job, we're still going to prep the vehicle one more time immediately before we lay. And this is really important because as the car sits in my shop, there could be 1 or 2 specks of dirt or dust that land on the panel. And so we have to make sure that the panel is absolutely pristine, which is why we clean it immediately before we lay film. This is really important. Not only do we have to make sure that the alignment of the panel looks really good, but we have to also check for any type of contaminants that we might have missed or that kind of just snuck in there. time to seal it in with a ceramic coating. Ceramic coatings are designed for chemical resistance, so that specifically means bird poop, bug guts, tree sap, and also dirt and grime. We install a product called NextZen Elite, and this type of coating is actually extremely flexible. That's its strong point. It's super flexible. So we're gonna be applying NextZen over all of the painted surfaces of the vehicle, but we're also gonna be applying it to all of the glass and wheels of the car as well. Now, as we're talking about the wheels, you'll notice that we've taken the wheels off of the vehicle because we're gonna be coating not only the wheel face, but we're gonna be coating the inner barrel of the wheel. The major benefit is that it's easy to clean because things don't stick. The flexibility of the coating is really great for a couple of major reasons. First and foremost, it doesn't negate the effects of PPFs, especially when it comes to self-healing. So that's a huge win right there. But its flexibility also means that it doesn't really water spot quite as easily, doesn't stain as easily over a long period of time. And there you guys have it. That is full front end paint protection film on the ZR1, as well as a paint correction to restore the finish, and then a ceramic coating over everything to seal in this vehicle long term. Our client wanted this particular package because he wants to enjoy his collector vehicle, but he wants to have peace of mind knowing that it's not going to get chipped and that original OEM paint can stay unrepainted, right? That's really important for these collector cars. So that two-step paint correction really brought out the vibrance and restored the gloss, got rid of things like water spots and swirl marks that are already stuck in the paint, and gave that red a beautiful, vibrant finish. Once it's done, now the vehicle has been paint protection film. You guys saw how hard that clamshell hood was to wrap. And finally, the ceramic coating to seal it in. Who likes a dirty car? Nobody. This Corvette is now sealed in with NextZen Elite. This vehicle is going to not only stay very clean, but more importantly, it does not stain as easily. If you got a vehicle, a collector grade car, and you are looking for something fantastic, you want to have something physically durable, but you also want to have your cake and eat it too, this is probably the best package for you. Restore and then preserve. So what are you waiting for? If you got a collector car and you want to really give it the best, come visit us here at Humble Care Auto Spa. We're located in West Plano off Coit and George Bush. And if this is something you want to get done, come say hello. It's Jesse at Humble Care Auto Spa, signing out.